gosh, it's been forever. I came back and I was like, oh, I'm gonna come back, and then I didn't come back. So previously I was doing hair videos, organization videos, house project videos, and I'm gonna still continue to do that. But I am adding in a new area of videos, which is sewing, fashion sewing or clothing sewing. I've sewn all my life, and sorry I burnt my hand last night, so you see this burn on my hand, that's what it is. I've been sewing pretty much on and off my whole life. My mom sewed, my grandmother was a seamstress, everybody in my family knows how to sew. And I just got out of it for a long time. I used to sew when I modeled. Actually, I used to sew some of my outfits that I used for test shoots and stuff. And so I got out of it for a long time. For a while I didn't have enough space, but I have all this big whole hobby room. That corner over there, which you can't see, has my husband's painting stuff. But pretty much this whole rest of this room is pretty much mine. He's usually never in here, and even though I'm really trying to get him to start painting again, this pretty much is all kind of mine. It's mine. Over here I have my cutting table. This is a machine. This is not my regular machine. It's I actually bought it and I gave it to my mom, and then I just borrowed it back from her. I just want to test out. It's a Singer Athena 2000. I have a Brother LS 1217 that I use. That's kind of like my daily driver, I guess, if you will. I also have a Singer 15, an old Singer 15. I think it's like 1940s or something like that, 1950s, something like that, in a stand over here. And then over there I have a Singer 128, I think it is. That's like 1920s or something like that. So my daily driver is my Brother LS 1217. I've had that thing, I guess going on 15, 16 years now. I bought it for $100 in Walmart 16 years ago. So it's not fancy. It's a very manual machine. It's not fancy at all. But it just does when I know I need something sewn. I don't have to mess with that one. I use my Singer 15. This was my mom's sewing machine that I grew up with. I grew up sewing on it, learned how to sew on it. So I use that one probably second most. Well, no, absolutely second most, because the other two I just got recently. And that's mostly, I do a lot of heavy things on there. You'd be surprised. It's, an older sewing machine, but it's actually probably one of the most durable. It sews through, honestly, I think it could sew through steel, because it just sews through those thick fabrics, or really hard to sew through fabrics. The Singer Athena, none of my machines have different stitches besides regular stitch and zigzag stitch. So this one has a bunch of stitches that I just want to play with, just kind of play with something different. And then I also am now just getting into, because for most of the time I've usually just sew a straight stitch. I don't really mess with a lot of the feet. I've done zippers before, I've done buttons before, that type of things. I can do that on both of these two machines. But I just have kept it very standard and safe in some of my sewing. So I want to kind of branch out. So this one does a lot of different things, and it can also do freehand quilting. And I'm not a big quilter. Actually, I'm not a quilter at all. But I want to do some things that maybe I can just do a little detail on the little outfits here and there. And I wanted something that I could do that with. The Singer 128 is, I just bought that for a song at an antique store, and I have played with it a little bit. It has a shuttle bobbin, which is new for me, so I played with it a little bit. There were some things that were sticky that weren't quite working right, so I may have to put it in the shop, but I want to try to, I think the tension's off, but I don't know which tension really is off, because I played with it and I'm not sure. It's just not quite right. So I'm still playing with that one. I haven't really sewn anything with it at all. I haven't sewn anything with this one either. My mom actually, a funny story is my mom actually has this machine that she got a long time ago. Not like when it was originally came out, but a long time ago. And you know, the person that gave it to her bought it for, you know, I think this sewing machine originally was like $800 to $1,200, depending on where you bought it. So she's had that one for years, and we've known that it was a pricey machine, and she doesn't really use it because she's kind of like me. She just sticks with what works and kind of the basic stuff. But then I was at Goodwill one day and I saw this one, and I think I paid, I want to say $20. It was not any more than $20. It might have been less than $20, honestly. And it worked perfectly. She did put it in the shop. There was a couple little things that needed to be adjusted on it, but it worked perfectly. I've been testing it out for the last couple of days. It's a beautiful machine. So I'm looking forward to playing with that one and the 128. Anyway, totally not what this video is about. My machines were definitely not what this video is about. So let's get into what we are here for. The sewing community is getting really like big on YouTube, and I love it. I mean, I've seen sewing videos for years now, so I'm not saying there weren't people already doing a lot of this stuff, but it just seems like it's like revitalized just recently, which is great, and it's just so nice to see. One thing I'm noticing is, especially in the UK, and is just like, wow, they're blowing up over there, and they're just like passing us by. They pass us by in a lot of things, but they're definitely passing us by. There's a few ladies in the US that I've seen their videos, and they're doing really good too. So I just kind of wanted to jump in on that. I want to bring back my doing videos, just other videos as well, but I figured I would launch into some of the sewing videos first. So for today, I have, I'm actually going to make 2 videos, one right after the other. So if you see this shirt, which is just like my casual hanging around the house shirt, again, that's why. So this first video is going to be what I've made in the last kind of like 6 weeks or so. I live in Texas, so summer clothes, weekend summer clothes are a must for me. I haven't done a lot of work clothes, which I do, which I'm going to get into, which is going to be my August haul, or my August, planning video. So let me just jump into it, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things I've sewn. So first of all, like I said, I live in Texas, so it's pretty much about keeping cool. Right now I think it's 104 out today. It's August 8th or something like that. So all these are pretty light and airy and cottony. So this is the first thing I've sewn, and I don't know how my camera is going to focus, so I may have to test the focusing out a little bit to see. So I don't know if it's going to focus at all. Let me see if I can just focus it a little. So that's what the fabric looks like. It's a really cute plaid fabric. Yeah, so it's a really cute plaid fabric. It's really light. The other thing is since I'm just now getting back into sewing, what I did for the first 6 weeks is I got really cheap Walmart fabric. I don't like Walmart fabric any more than the next person does, but I just wanted to start getting my feet wet on cheap fabric. So I'd say all of these except one is from Walmart, but I just wanted to kind of just mess up on things and just do some basic things that I've done before that I know are super easy. So this is just elastic waistband, super easy. I did just use this pattern. This is old. I don't even know what it is. It's like probably like it's a Vogue 5 easy pieces. It's Vogue 2147. This is when I was actually putting patterns in this plastic thing. I don't know if I'll continue to do that or not. Hopefully you can see that, but I just did the front, or this little cute little crop pant here. So that's the first thing I made. And then I made this this fabric I did not get from Walmart. This fabric I got a long time ago, probably either from Joann's or Hancock Fabrics when I was sewing some outfits, probably about 8 years ago, and I had tons left over, so I was like, no, I'm going to use that fabric. And this is such a cute little off-the-shoulder dress. So it just fits off the shoulder completely, and the little sleeves are off the shoulder, and it has the elastic at the top and the elastic at the sleeves. So it's really cute. It's just a little flowy little dress. So hopefully you can see that print. Super cute, super easy. I just used, and that, like I said, was either Hancock or Joann's fabric, but is in my stash. But I used this Simplicity Cynthia Rowley pattern in view A. Looks like that. I really like this romper down here, so I may have to do that for, you know, too. But anyway, so it's just a little flowy little dress. I got this pattern at Walmart too. Again, it says $19.95. I think I pay like $1 for it because I don't pay a lot for patterns, or at least especially not that little easy thing. All right, so I made those. Then I wanted some tank tops, so I made a little eyelet. It's inside out, of course. It's a little eyelet, little tank top, or a little summer little top. It's so cute on. And sorry, next time I will start, you know, trying them on for you, but just today, it was too much. Anyway, so it's just really cute summery. It's got the top kind of just very flowy. So I made the eyelet one. This was like $2 a yard Walmart fabric. And I made another one. I wore this one a few times. I have not wore this one. I actually have not finished this one yet. Again, very cheap Walmart fabric that I will never use again. I was just trying to really whip some stuff up to really just get my skills back. I didn't even finish this because I didn't tack the facing down and I didn't hem it at the bottom. So I probably should just go do that just because I could just wear this around the house as a little cute, comfortable, and relaxed little tank top. I don't think I'll ever wear this one out and about, but that's that one. But the pattern I used is actually a vintage pattern. It's McCall's 5987. It was originally $1.75, but it's got like little cute little loose tops, little casual tops on it. And I've had this pattern for years, and the person that had it before me had it for years too, obviously. So so that's the next thing I made. And then I made, because I did discover Sew Over It patterns and shop in the UK with Lisa Comfort, I think her last name is. I have discovered her, been watching all her videos. She's great. And so the alternate trousers is what I set out to make. Again, I'm so glad I'm using cheap fabric because I needed to kind of get back into the groove of sewing and go, you know, I didn't forget, and I know some of the stuff that I did, I'm like, okay, this is super easy, but I didn't mess up on, well, I did mess up. What I did is I don't know what I was thinking with measurements, but for some reason I got, I messed up twice in measurements. One, I didn't get enough for pants, so I had to do the short version. And then I didn't measure right because I cut out a 16, and because I'm thinking, like, is it European sizes? Is it, and then it's a pattern size versus ready to wear sizing. So I'm like, so I was like, oh, maybe I am a 16 in her pattern. So I was like, okay, you know, and I wasn't taking it as like I'm 16 in the US size, which is a plus size. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm probably just the conversion. I'm probably that. I don't know what I was thinking because, and I don't know what I measured or what measurements I looked at, but I'm probably more like, I'm guessing like a 10, in, you know, yeah, probably a 10. So I made, like, I cut out the 16, and I'm like, you know, and I started to stitch it together, and I'm like, literally put the pants on, and like literally I had so much room left. So I don't know what I was thinking. So I adjusted it. I hadn't gotten too far where I couldn't adjust it, so I took so much off the side seams. I took them off the crotch, and then I also still had to put some little extra yeah, no, that's, and then what else did I do? Yeah, no, that's all. I took some off the side seams, a lot off the side seams, and I took a little bit off the crotch. So I made it out of this cute little, and this is again cheap Walmart fabric, so, but I love the fabric. Isn't it cute though? I love it. I mean, in the summertime I can do these big, I won't say I can't do prints because I do prints in color, but yeah, anyway. super cute. So I had to do the shorts. I did okay. These are obviously, I just wore these and they need to go in the laundry. But I did okay for the fact that I so botched the sizing, and you know, obviously $2 a yard. I'm not gonna sit there and do a tool and all that mess. I mean, this is literally a tool, because honestly, I wore it out once. I'll probably wear it here and there, just kind of like throw it on to go to the grocery store or something like that, and I'll wear it around the house. They're super comfortable. Still too big, honestly. I still probably needed to size down some more, but they came together really nicely. The only thing I didn't understand, and if you guys have used this pattern before, please let me know at the bottom, but everybody keeps saying, I know there's a hack that Lisa Comfort did that it's a higher waist, and then it has a waistband. And everybody's saying, yeah, because you really need that higher waist. I know I'm short-waisted. I have a lot of legs, but I know I'm short-waisted. But these were really, really high on me. Like, they're really high-waisted on me. So I just don't even understand how people are like, oh, well, yeah, they're low-waisted, and this waistband hack has a high waist and a waistband. Because honestly, I would be up here if I put that on there. I want to make some more of these. I want to make the pant version. I want to make some more shorts out of this. I love the pattern. The pattern was pretty easy, pretty quick and pretty easy once, you know, I kind of got my groove back on doing stuff like this. So I definitely will be making this pattern more. I want to make, you know, I'm definitely gonna make some pants for the winter, fall and winter. I could do the invisible zipper, which I've never done an invisible zipper. I've done zippers several times, but I've never done an invisible zipper. I think it came together okay, so I'll just need a couple more practices of that. But it's you know, it's okay. Obviously, it's not perfect, but I think I'll definitely get better at that. So anyway, there's that. It was the Sew Over It Ultimate Trousers, the short version. The last thing I made, I love, and I did again use sheep fabric, so it's really a toile, you know, honestly. Yeah, because I probably won't ever wear it. I might wear it as a night shirt or something, I guess, when it gets cold. And that was a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top, which I really love these types of shirts. I don't like the ruching at the, well, I might do the ruching at the front. I definitely won't do the puffy sleeves. I'm not a puffy sleeve girl. I think it's adorable, and the others that I've seen do it, I think it's really cute. It's just not my thing. However, this pattern right here is amazing. I love it. Like I said, cheap fabrics. I won't be wearing this except for around the house because it is see-through, very much so. But this comes together like a dream. It fits perfectly. The only thing I did to this one is I brought in the waistline a little bit more, and I probably needed to bring it down further, the waistline down and in more. But I tucked in the waist a little bit more because I wanted it to fit like a glove, like not tight, but like a glove. So that's all I did to it. But next time I'll probably make it a little bit longer, still tuck it in. I made the adjustment on the pattern, so that'll be easy. But honestly, this was just too easy. The easing of the arms was easy. And just ignore how horrible I cut the neckline. I did a horrible job, I know, but I know, see, that's my thing. I know what I do wrong, so next time I can definitely fix it. So anyway, so that was that. So that was all I sewed to get me started back into sewing. Yeah, so this was my first video of this sewing kind of series and playlist. I'll probably start putting these in a playlist. So so if you guys don't want to watch sewing movies, videos, whatever, you don't have to. But if you are interested in sewing, this one will be for you. The next video I'm going to do is my fabric planning for August, September, because honestly, I work a full-time job. I have a photography business. I have tons of projects in the house. I have a life, you know, and stuff going on too. So honestly, it will take me longer than a month to make these up. But that will be the next video coming up next.